Hi everybody, welcome back to Cheryl's Creations. I'm Cheryl. If you're new, welcome. Watch my video, have a good time, and I hope you enjoy. If you're returning, welcome back. And I've got some stuff today, a couple of whips. I got a piece of Happy Mail. I have a project that's driving me crazy. So we'll talk about that one too. I'm going to start with the Happy Mail. I got a piece of Happy Mail, excuse me, from Sara. Sara's from Florida. And actually, Sara, if you watch, you are probably about 20 miles from where my dad stays when he goes to Florida for the winter. He used to be at Dade City, but he moved over to, oh shoot, I can never remember the name of the town. He moved, like one town down, I think it starts with a B. I don't know. But anyway, Sara sent me a Happy Mail, and I had it for a while. I forgot to show it with my last set of videos. She sent me a Valentine's with Care Bears and a Care Bear sticker. And in the envelope was this cutie little stitch marker. I love it. It's tiny and it's very pretty. And so I thank you. For that. It's keeping my, I've done this much work on this blanket, so you can tell I've just done a few rows. I actually showed this blanket once before. Let me turn it around to the right side. I'm using Super Saver Ombre in the colorway Ocean, and I am making a waffle stitch blanket. And I was quite a ways farther, and I discovered somewhere part way, I ended up changing needles. And so it was really, there was you could tell it. And so I didn't like it. So I took it out. So this is the ball that I wound up that I frogged. And actually this was quite a bit bigger, because I've done some work. So I have to get this completely done before I'm back to ground zero on this blanket. So I imagine that this weekend I will get some good work on it, because I tend to do blankets when I travel, and we are going to Indianapolis. I live about 70 miles north of Indianapolis. And we're going to Indianapolis this weekend because it's baby shower weekend for the new grandbaby. And I'll show you a couple of things that I have done for that. And so I will work on this blanket in the car because it's just much easier. Sometimes if I'm doing some amigurumis, it's a little harder. So I tend to do more basic projects when I'm traveling. So baby shower stuff. I showed you in I think it was in the last video. Let me grab a stack here. These are not crochet, but it's part of, I do have some crochet for him, but I showed you in the last video that I had bought material for extra large receiving blankets. They are completed. Basically, I took a 42 by 42 piece of baby flannel, and I just hemmed the edge. And so I have 3 extra large receiving blankets. Pretty much everybody who knows me, or anytime I get a baby coming in the families or friends, they get a set of those blankets. The other thing that is not crocheted, and I will show you a Camealeon here in a second, that all of the babies get are hooded bath towels. Now, the baby ones you get in the baby department are so paper thin that they're just soaking wet. And I took this pattern when my grandkids were born, my 2 oldest grandkids. My cousin made hooded bath towels for them. And so I took the pattern and I've been making them ever since. And so this is a basic mainstay bath towel from Walmart. Okay, it's just a regular bath towel, and you take you get a hand towel. So it takes a bath towel and a hand towel. I cut the hand towel at like 13 inches. Okay, I sew the one end together. So there's my inside seam, and then I sew the long side to the towel, and poof, I have a hooded bath towel. So the little guy is getting one in this teal green, and he is getting a brown. They're much more absorbent. I know when the babies are real tiny, they're a little bit big, but boy, once they start to grow, these come in real handy. Super easy to make, 2 seams, and that's, oops, dropping things on the floor. And that's all it is. And so I have a really old embroidery machine, and I used to take and embroider sayings or their names and stuff on them, but my embroidery machine took it's kind of crapped out on me, and it doesn't do a very good job, and I can't decide whether I want to replace it or not. I did a set of these towels for a person, and it was a baby boy, and I have this design that has some like road construction stuff on it. And the saying is slippery when wet. So anyway, those are the non-crocheted items for the baby coming. This is still a work in progress, but I told you in my last video I was going to make a stacking ring toy with chameleons. Here it is. Look at him. Isn't he cute? This is the biggest of the rings. Right? So, and I got to tighten up his tail. It kind of loosened up on me. But he's got his tail and the ring. I love the face. Okay. And so, there's 5 rings: red, orange, blue, green, and yellow. The base of the post that you put them on is black, and the cylinder part is brown, or will be once I get it all put together. And so it'll be the primary colors like you would see in an 8 pack of crayons. So I think not a bad deal. The head and the tail are from a pattern I got off of Etsy, and I will link that pattern below. I did use a ring pattern, and part of the cylinder is from another pattern from a different ring toy, and then part of the base is my own design, because I did it different. But I will link and explain those below. But I just think he's adorable. So they do have leg patterns, but they were so intricate, and they even talked about taking and putting a piece of wire in the tail to make it curl. But for babies, you just don't want to do that. So everything is crocheted. The inner eye is crocheted. The outer eye is crocheted. The mouth is stitched. You can tell I wasn't very That side is more straight than this side, or the middle. So anyway, that is the Camealeon. I still hope to get the gecko done that I showed in my last video. And the gecko is in the Zumagurumi Favorites book. So I've only got, let's see, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've got like 4 days to get anything else done that I'm going to get done. So we'll see. And we found a really cute rattle pattern. I'll have to show you that one later. But so, Camealeon. Dun, 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 dun. And since I'm talking about whips, works in progress, I have one that it's just, it's every time I look at the bag, I go, ugh. Do you have them any like that you know you really should finish, but it's almost like it's like torture to pick up and do it. And oh, the pattern's not in here. Oh yeah, it is. So I have been working on this tractor. Okay. Doing it in the John Deere colors, greens, yellows, grays. I have finished probably more than half of it. So I've done the body, I've done the cab, I've done the wheels. I'll show you some of the pieces. So I'm down to, I have the front wheels, and I have mud guard. This is a very detailed pattern. So it's got front wheels, mud guards, a front axle. You have to make the axle. You know, it's not like sewing on wheels. You actually have to make an axle. And you have to make the counterweight that goes in the back so that, you know, they don't like flip over or whatever. And you do mirrors. You do mirrors, and you do a stove pipe or an exhaust pipe that comes up. And then you do a colored beacon. So I only have 3 or 4 more pieces, and then I can put it all together. But, you know, it's like excruciating. And I have somebody that's interested in buying it, but it's like, and I don't know why. Do you ever get projects or patterns that you just, it just doesn't go well, right? It's not that it's not going well, because all the pieces of, I mean, they're good, they're easy pieces. I mean, this is the front, okay? So this goes out, these are parts of the headlights. When this is stuffed, it'll actually be square to be the nose of the tractor. I've got wheels. And these are the treads. Now, this was interesting to do. These are the treads for the tractor tires. And you end up chaining, like you come across and you chain 9, but then you skip back over and start over here. So you actually have this loop hanging down. And then 2 rows later, you catch that loop, and that's what gives you the V in the tractor tires. And so they will, there's a front tractor tire and there's a back tractor tire. So they'll end up going on like this. But I have the cab. I have the fenders. You know, so maybe in another month or so, I'll have this done. That's my goal, okay? So by April 15th, we're going to see if I can do this. By April 15th, you guys need to check back and see if I have this done. If you have any projects that just have kind of once you start them, they're not your favorite, but you know you can't, you really shouldn't just make them a dead whip or an inactive whip. Let me know. Let me know what's hanging you up, because, you know, this one is just, I have a block. I have no Crojo when it comes to the tractor, but so that's some things that I got going. Those are some whips. I do have a couple of completed objects. I'll do another video here in another day or so, and show you kind of where some of those are. My crochet has been a little slower because I finally got some quilts back from the quilter and I just put the bindings on them. So hopefully I'll get those out to their owners, and I just have too many things going on. I'm too busy to work my job. Do you think my boss would let me quit and still give me a paycheck? I don't know. Anyway, I am so glad you stopped in and joined me for a video today. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and you'll see when new videos come out. And hit that like. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the like bell. Just makes my channel go better. So keep watching. Keep crocheting. And I will see you the next time. Bye, everybody.